video for the people who put like a whole bunch of stuff on their 2025 vision board, and like it's about to be 2026 and you're like, dang, like, you know, if I had the discipline, I would be able to like do like all the stuff that I had on my 2025 vision board. But you know, I'm just gonna put it on my 2026 vision board because, you know, like, it's a new year, fresh start. I'm gonna get everything I want. Well, this is for you. Today, I am going to be giving you the perfect 2026 year-round daily bucket list. And these habits are more so things that will just improve your quality of living. And these are also things that I have came to the conclusion this year of what I need to do as well. So I'm also going to be stepping in this journey with you guys. So the first 2026 daily bucket list, or, you know, consistent bucket list. For one, you need to be reading 1 to 2 books a month. Now, for people who are already consistent readers, this isn't for you. This is for my people who haven't picked up a book in like 6 months. Now, me personally, I feel like over the summer, I feel like I have a little bit more time to read. But even then, like, I feel like I'm like a bit, well, it's just like once I'm done with like school and once I'm done with work, like when I get home, like, unless I go to the gym or something, like the first thing I want to do, honestly, is doom scroll. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, doom scrolling is my relaxation time, but I realized that my brain is starting to associate relaxation with doom scrolling, which doom scrolling triggers a lot of different chemicals in your brain because like you're just getting all this information at once. And like, even though I read, it definitely could be like more consistent than what it is. Like, I definitely need to start at least finishing like 1 book in a month. Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. I don't be sitting around doing nothing. Like, it's not like I can't finish 1 book in a month just because like I'm like not doing anything. It's just because like once I get back from school and I do my homework and then I go to work and then I go to the gym, it's just like, I'm sorry, like, I don't feel like reading. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and on top of that, like, I have my own hobbies. I'm pouring into my own hobbies. Like, I write and things like that. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't feel like doing it. But you're gonna be reading 1 to 2 books a month. One of the books you should be reading for the month, and you need to, like I said, be finishing at least 1 of those books. One of the books you're going to be having is a book that is going to better you in some type of way. So I don't know if you have something that you want to learn about, if it's something about the environment, if it's something about spiritual health, if it's something about physical health, if it's something about mental health. You need something that's going to bring you closer. These books kind of like self-help books, and if you have like something that you are like especially like interested in, like I feel like you should have a book like that. And today, my book for the first month of January that I'm going to be reading, this is not going to be the book that I finish in the month. The other book that I have, I'm going to finish in a month. I'm going to get to that. But the first book I have for y'all is, I've been seeing this book like all over Instagram and stuff like that. It's The Sacred Woman, and I already like went through the pages and stuff like that, and it has like so many different like, it has so much, like it has all these different like cool images and things like that, and like rituals and things like that, and like ways to just like bring you closer to spirit. And I am really excited about that. So this is gonna be like my self-help slash like betterment book that I'm gonna be reading or going through, because it's not really a book that you read. I mean, obviously you read it, but it's more so like just different things to like learn about and practice. So that's gonna be my book. And then the second book, which I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna read for this, you need a book. You need a book that just genuinely piques your interest. Just a book that you're reading for fun, not for betterment, not for anything else, just a book that you're reading for fun. Like me personally, I really like, I used to like as a kid like science fiction and like any books just having to do with like magic or like storytelling or like fantasy. And even like now with my writing, I haven't shared any of this on my social media yet. When I come out with my first book, it's just gonna happen. But I actually really enjoy writing like magical stories having to do with like mythical creatures, and I'm currently trying to find something that kind of encompasses that, because that's like what I'm interested in. That's also a lot of what I watch on TV. That's what I like to read. So yeah, that's your first thing. Get 2 books, finish at least 1 of those books in the month, and then, you know, have your little self-help book period, and then have your book that is, you know, for fun. So then reading doesn't feel like a chore, it just feels like something fun. Like it's that one book that like you probably just can't put down. It's so good. If you start reading the first chapter of that book and you're like, yeah, you probably need a new book, not gonna lie. But yeah, the second thing that you are going to do is you are going to pick up 1 to 2 new hobbies. Now this also depends on how many hobbies you already have. If you already have like multiple hobbies that you feel like you're comfortable in, that you feel like you're secure in, you know, I would just say just try one hobby. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be too consistent with it if you already have like a lot of hobbies that keep you busy, but just try one new thing. But for the people that don't really have many hobbies, try 1 to 2 new hobbies. I'm gonna implement this myself. There's always so many things that I say that I want to do, but I just never do it. Like so many things that I want to try and I never do it. And a lot of it, like I said, is because like once I get engaged in like my schoolwork and stuff like that, and then like I said, I also write like a lot. Like writing has really become my hobby, and I eventually also want to turn that into a semi-career. But like outside of writing, I guess, yeah, I do videos outside of writing and like doing content. Like there's so many other things that I want to try, just to like share. Like one of the things, I found this like black owned like horseback riding group near me. That's something that I really wanted to get into, and I hope I can get more into that during the spring, like if I have a little bit more time. The second thing I want to do is I want to start back playing instruments. I low-key, I don't know if I want to learn how to play piano or if I want to start back playing the flute. It's really weird because like I was a band kid and an orchestra kid, so I played like violin and then I played flute, but I feel like definitely I like the flute more. But like I feel like it would be easier for me to start back on violin, like because I still remember like a lot of like the notes and stuff like that. I remember like how to like actually like do stuff on the violin, but I don't have a violin right now because I remember I sold it. I don't know why I did that, but I still have a flute. So I just want to like get back into like music a little bit more. And yeah, I know a little bit of how to play piano, but you know, none of it is really like super strong, you know what I'm saying? It'll basically just be like me kind of picking it up and me like learning about it again. So yeah, that's something I want to do. I just feel like it's cool to be able to say like, hey, like, you know, what are your hobbies? And it's like, you know, oh, like I go horseback riding, or I, you know, play an instrument. That's just stuff that's like really fun for me. And I feel like people get caught up into hobbies that only benefit you like money wise, because like of course like I like photography, I like making videos, I like writing, but definitely like one day in the next couple of years, like I really am manifesting that I will be able to make money off of these things that I like to do, right? But I think it's also important that people have things that they like to do that isn't necessarily for money, just things that you like to do. Speaking of things that I like to do, I cannot roller skate. I used to be good at roller skating when I was like a child. I used to be decent. Maybe not the best, but I was decent. Now I can't skate. But I really want to get back into roller skating. Like, bro, I literally, one of my favorite things is to be at a roller rink. Like, when I tell you the vibes are immaculate, like I feel like maybe it's just associated with like a childhood memory or a childhood happiness, because I feel like every other week I was at the roller rink as a kid, and then like during the summer I would be at the pool as a kid. Speaking of that, I need to get back into my swimming, but that's besides the point. Roller rink, want to be there more. I want to learn how to skate. I want to be one of those women who, you know, they, you know, on the backward skates, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the second thing that you need to do, is you need to find a hobby or pick up a hobby that you're going to stay dedicated to, that isn't for monetary gain, that isn't for necessarily a benefit, just something that you like to do. Something you like to do. The third thing that you're going to do is you're going to try something new once a month. Now this year I found myself getting very like bored with my life, mostly because like my life just isn't really where I would like it to be at this moment. But I also think that being bored with my life also comes into play of like just not getting any new type of like stimulation, you know what I'm saying? It just becomes very repetitive. It becomes like work, school, gym, school, work, gym, school, work, do your essay, another essay, oh, you know. But I was gonna say that trying something new once a month doesn't have to be anything crazy. It can be something small. Plan a day, you hit up your friend and you're like, hey, like, you know, I want to go try this new Ethiopian restaurant that's at the corner. Like, I want to go do that. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some Ethiopian food. Go try a new restaurant that you've been wanting to try, that you want to try. Go try a new bakery. I don't know. Go do something. Go see a play. If you don't usually go see plays, go see the play. I know it's a play probably at your college somewhere. Go see a play. Go do something that you usually don't do. And the last thing, the fourth bucket list thing, the fourth everyday bucket list, I said that really wrong, but you get what I'm saying. The fourth thing is to get some type of physical activity every day. Now me, I always go to the gym at least 3 times a week, but I definitely wish that I could like get in the gym more, or whatever the case may be. But as I'm starting to like work out, I realize that I really need to work on just my mobility in general. I just feel like overall, like just working on my mobility and just like building up like my hip flexors and like things like that will inevitably just like help like my health, you know what I'm saying? Basically, when I say get physical activity every day, I don't mean, oh my god, like you have to go to the gym and like work your butt off every day. But for me, like my physical activity every day is going to be, let's say for example, yoga. I want to start literally stretching. I want that to be a part of my daily routine. Even at night before I go to bed, I want to make time to do that, because it's just something that I feel like overall will help my body. It's letting my body move and like release the tension from the day. I also want to start, like I said, I want to start doing those little like hip flexor exercises. I also want to start possibly, if I don't do the yoga every day, because the yoga every day will probably be my first resort to my everyday physical activity, but I also want to start just doing like core every day, because I usually do core after I do my workouts at the gym, but that's only like 3, sometimes 4 times a week. And like, you know, I've been seeing all this stuff about, oh, like you need to hit core every day. So then I'm like, okay, like I gotta start hitting core every day if I want to see a difference. So yeah. And also that can be anything. If you like to run, some people like to run, you don't have to run a super far distance, you don't have to like work your butt off, but you know, go for a run. What's some other physical activity? Dancing. Even if you can't dance, you know what I've been wanting to do, because like I love dancing, but I cannot dance for like, yeah, don't ask me to dance. But if you even just like put on something on your TV, and it's like, oh, like heels dancing at home, or this dancing at home, or hip hop dance at home for beginners, like just do something fun. Like I feel like that's a fun way of physical activity, a fun little way of like cardio, without like being like, oh, I gotta go work out today. Because I'm not even gonna lie, like I feel like, you know, even when I start going to the gym like more than 3 times a week, I feel like, you know, it's gonna take motivation. Like I feel like I need that balance of like, okay, like I'm going to the gym, but I also feel like I need that balance of like you know, doing something fun that's physical, instead of it just always feeling like a part of my routine every day. It needs to feel like something that I made time for. It needs to feel like something that I was ready to do because I'm ready to have fun. And that is the last thing. Those are the 4 things that I wanted to give you. And the reason why I gave you these 4 ideas is because I feel like a lot of times in our mind, like I said, is we have goals. We have these very beautiful goals for ourselves, but we don't actually have the discipline, or, you know, we get brain fatigued a lot, where it's like, you know, we think we're going to do something and then we try to put our mind to it, and then we get tired, and then, you know, we just get in this cycle of beating ourselves up for it. And at the end of the day, I feel like in order to achieve certain goals, it all starts with what you do in your daily life. If in your daily life you're not used to having things that release tension, if you're not used to moving your body every day, if you're not used to exercising your mind with reading, things like that, it's going to be hard for you to push your mind towards the bigger goals that you want, because you can't even fulfill the small goals that are right in front of you that you want to do. And that's why I gave you these ideas, because at the end of the day, I want you guys to fulfill the small goals. I want you guys to start exercising your brain and your body, so your brain and body can get used to being challenged. Like if you're not reading, that's why it's so hard for you to do what you want to do, because that's a challenge. Your brain needs to get used to being challenged. You know what I'm saying? Your body, if you want to do this, if you want to do that, even if you just have a long day where you have to run a bunch of errands because, oh my god, I'm starting my business, I gotta get this, I gotta get that, I gotta get that. That daily physical activity that you get will prepare your body for being up longer, for just doing more. And I feel like people forget that. People just want to make these big bright vision boards and forget that the little things start today. And also, I feel like people idolize the things they put on their vision boards. They say, oh, I'm going to be happy once I finally get this. Oh, I'm going to be happy once I finally get that. But at the end of the day, a lot of these habits are also to train you to be more content with your life as it is right now. Because a lot of times you're never going to get everything you want. As soon as you get one thing, woohoo, celebration, I'm so happy about that. But then you're going to want the next thing. You're going to put the next thing on your vision board next year. So it's really just about building contentment, and then building the discipline, and then building up your mental stamina and physical stamina in order to achieve the goals you want and to be happy with your current life. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.